Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I know it's windy out here. um, but I just wanted to tell everybody Happy Mother's Day. And this video here is, again, as I told you all some months ago, that Pamela Bryant was one of the key ones I wanted to also honor for Mother's Day. And so I wanted to make sure I did this video today on Mother's Day. So Pam, I just want to honor you. You blessed us with Kobe, and you have beautiful other kids as well, and grandkids and all the different things. But again, I just wanted to make sure you know that we honor Pamela Bryant, because I just felt like society didn't give her enough honor as Kobe's mother. And so I wanted to make sure that on this Mother's Day that we made sure that we gave Pamela her flowers, you know. And Pamela, I mean, you're such a beautiful, Pam and Soapy, if you can Google Pamela Bryant. She's such a beautiful lady. And I just think about, you know, because then Joe Jellybean Bryant, you know, he played basketball overseas as Kobe's father, you know. And so, you know, Pamela, you know, married to Joe, and then they have kids, and they're living in Italy, and then they're living, you know, and you know, her just helping, you know, and you know, leading her family, different things like that, along with her. And you know, just awesome, you know. I mean, such a great example, you know, for mothers overall, and then mothers of athletes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have athletes, you know, kids that's playing football, basketball, whatever, you know, your child may be playing, you know, there's most definitely a certain schedule you got, you know, it's very different from, you know, maybe another child's schedule, you know, when you have a child that's really into sports and into sports to the point that, you know, they're going pro and different things. So then that's a whole nother level. You know, because I've talked about, you know, Pamela, you know, protecting Kobe, and since from a lot of different things, you know, that could have happened. Again, her and Joe did it, but again, this is Mother's Day, so you hear me talk a lot about, you know, Pam's part, you know, and all of this. And Kobe talked a lot about how he got a lot of the Mamba mentality from his mother, you know, and I always feel like that's not brought out. You all know I'm always talking about how hard it is out here for black women, which is so true, because they don't even give us credit. They don't even give black women credit for when we do things, you know. So it's so many things that Pamela did in the raising of Kobe, and even in his career, you know, and helping his career, that she does not get a lot of credit for. And some people talk about, oh, because, well, hey, Kobe got mad at her. That doesn't make it, that's still his mother. You know what I'm saying? That's still Kobe's mother. And she still is due all the credit for all the things, the wonderful things she has done, you know, and imparted, you know, and poured in to Kobe. And Kobe, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? So it's just on my heart that I wanted to make sure that, you know, I shared a video, and that, you know, I pray that we all, you know, you all join in with me on as we honor Pamela Bryant. You know, thank you. You know, and thank you for instilling in him all those great, you know, thoughts and business concepts and different things, you know, that helped him to have all the different business, to help him to do all the different things, you know, they did, because it really comes from his foundation, you know, that in him, you know, in the heart. And so, again, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I gave Pamela Bryant, Kobe Bryant's mother, that special shout out, that special honor. Thank you, Pamela. And then, you know, I think about how challenging it must be. I mean, because sometimes we all, if you have adult kids, you know, we all sometimes go through something. But, you know, to, you know, have an adult child, and maybe y'all didn't agree on something or something of the sort, you know, and society tries to ostracize you, you know, tries to X you out just because of a disagreement, which is amazing to me, because I feel like they do that with black mothers than they would do to other races of mothers. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of non-black, you know, parents and their child that may publicly have different disagreements, but the society still makes sure that, you know, they, you know, give credit to that mother, you know, or to that father for the part they play. They don't just X them out, you know. And so, as I've seen just how they X'd out, you know, Pam, I was just like, wow, you know, I was like, that's not right. That's just not right. You know, and even sometimes as I see, even in Kobe's death, that really got to me too. I'm like, even in his death, I mean, I think when they just honored him, I still don't know if they called the parents up, but, I'm like, Pamela, I honor you, and we all, it's a whole lot of people that honor, Pamela and Joe, and again, this is Mother's Day, so again, just focusing on the part two towards Pamela, and all that she's done, and, raising her son, can you imagine just raising your son, you helping him get to the NBA, and then that's why I said we have to watch when, our kids are moneymakers, whether it be sports, entertainment, or whatever, because then we have these people that will start speaking in our kids' ear, and unfortunately sometimes speaking against that child's parents, trying to separate them from their parent, because they know the parents are giving them wisdom, especially if they're trying to get the parent to, especially if they're trying to get the child to do something that the parent has said that they didn't think would be a good thing, to do, whatever the case may be, to try to X the parent out. But again, Pamela, I just honor you, and again, I'm so sad that you had to experience that, but, I really see that Kobe is right there with his mom, in spirit, letting her know that he loves her, and all that, and everything is good, and the thing I do like about, Pamela and Joe is that they've always kept their peace through it all. So that's also an example for all of us parents, that sometimes if you go through different things with your kids, that you still have a peace about it, because the part that, what you were trying to express to your kids, or tell your kids, and your right standing, and the things, even if your kids didn't understand it at the point, or other people will act like they don't understand, you got your peace because that you hadn't done anything wrong, and that, what you felt like, was okay, and so, but yeah, so I just honor Pamela on this Mother's Day, and thank you for Kobe, and thank you for how you and Joe just keep it going, and doing you all's things, that you all do, because like I said, it also has given the example for parents that, may sometimes have, disagreements with their kids, that, do you sit in a corner and go cry about it until, things are, no, you keep living your life and happy and enjoying it, and, you pray for your child, and you keep going. But again, like I said, I believe Kobe though is right now, in spirit, he loves his mom. He's always loved his mom, and right there with his mom. And but thank you, Pamela, for all you've done. And society, I just pray that you all will continue to and make sure, because I know there are people out there that give Pamela credit. There are people at that funeral too that made sure that they mentioned the parents' name, and they mentioned that the parents are there. You know what I'm saying? Which I know that was very challenging. And again, not trying to bring up somebody again. I'm honoring Pamela, but I'm also talking about the challenges, of what she has experienced, and to say that she's strong, I mean, because that takes a lot of strength to be at your own child's, anything they're having for your child. I mean, I'm sure they had their own personal, family thing, for Kobe as he passed away, different things like that, and celebrating Kobe. But still, even at a public thing, the parents should have been honored, you know what I'm saying? And all that, you know what I'm saying? And so I can just imagine I'm sure that was challenging. That took a lot of strength, for people to act like you ain't there, and you are the parents, the people that created this person. Anyway, so I'm not trying to dive too deep into Pamela in the business, but my key point, Pamela, you all, is that I just celebrate you. You're a beautiful woman. Kobe is, who he was and who he is because of you, and Joe and all you all poured in. I just wanted to make sure on this Mother's Day, which is in my spirit, to make sure that I honored you. So happy Mother's Day, Pamela Bryant. I'm your girl, you all, Michelle Hope Walker, and this video is dated as Mother's Day, and it's May 8th, 2022. Happy Mother's Day, Pamela Bryant, Kobe's mom. And I'm Michelle, and I'm Michelle Hope Walker.